I always pause because before I start, because I want to make sure this thing is working. It look like it is. Greetings, 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 my YouTube family. Yeah, I know. I said you are my YouTube family. We spend so much time here on YouTube almost every day or every other day, right? We are YouTube family. I have adopted you into my family. Anyway, if you are new to the channel, welcome to the channel. I appreciate it more than you know. I always say you have so many videos on YouTube you can click on, and you've decided to click on my channel, so I do really appreciate that. At the end of the video, if I have earned the right to ask you to subscribe, please do so. Please also like. That will help us reach more people. The more people we reach, the more conversation we have. We all get engaged. The more engagement we have in conversations about the box truck business, the more you learn, the more I learn, the more we learn, the more we grow, right? So we are helping everybody out. If you are already a subscriber and you are coming back, welcome back to the crib, baby. We appreciate you coming back. Thank you so very much. All right. So, by the way, Box Truck Kenny, everybody call me Kenny. I have put together a list of videos that I want to share with you all. But when you guys send me an email asking specific questions, I kind of halt on what I want to do and make sure I'm addressing you guys and answering any questions that you may have. Some I can answer in a brief email or a phone call. Guys, you can also call me. My number is going to be linked down in the description as well. I normally take calls Monday through Friday. Weekends, probably not going to be able to reach me. Now, I check my emails every day, so you can always email me. Okay? I am reachable. I am approachable. I'm not one of those guys where my nose is not at all. Got a question? If I can answer it, reach out and we'll talk about it. If I don't, we'll get the answer for you, okay? So open invitation anytime. All right. So anyway, like I said, I normally put together a list or have a list together of what I want to talk about. But when you guys ask a question, sometimes I want to pause. I want to pause and answer that question. So a couple of questions that I've gotten lately is, Kenny, how do I start business credit or start building business credit? And how do I purchase my truck in my company name? Two great questions. So I always try to start off, if I can remember, to say I'm not an expert. I am not an expert. I am not an expert. I do not know everything. Heck, I don't even know. Well, I don't know everything. I really don't. So only thing, guys, I can share with you is where I am today in my process. So where am I today? I bought a box truck. For those who've seen all my videos, you've probably seen the truck in my first video. It's a 2017 International. It had between 190 and 192,000 miles when I purchased it. I bought it in the state of Louisiana. I live in the state of Texas. I drove it back to my home state of Texas, and I parked it in the storage. I need to get it registered. I've been saying that for over a week now. Why have I not registered? Well, if you've watched all my other videos, you know I am also into broadcasting, radio. I have a consulting company, so I do a lot of traveling. I am in North Carolina today. Have you guys ever heard of Fayetteville, North Carolina? That is where I am today, home of Fort Bragg. So shout out to our military. We certainly appreciate them and their service and all that they do. So I'm actually here in Fort Bragg today. Again, it is, what is it? Saturday, May 22nd, 2021. I like to timestamp everything so I can always go back and see when I did that video. But that's where I am today, so I'm not in Texas. Next weekend, me and my family are taking a vacation. Going to the beach. Going to get a tan. No jokes. So then after that, I'll go back to Dallas and then start the process, hopefully get the truck registered. So, but I did tell my wife today to go start up the truck, make sure the battery doesn't go down. And so I told her to take some photos of that, and then maybe I can upload them and share that in the next video. But anyway, I always like to kind of tell you where I am in the process because I can only tell you where I am and what I've done to get to where I am, if that makes sense, right? So I don't know everything, guys. If I get something wrong, I'm not offended by being excuse me by being corrected. Just drop it down in the comments or send me an email or what have you, and we'll get it right. So I don't know everything. I'm learning just like you. We are learning together. So let's jump right in. Business credit. So first of all, you got to have a business, right? You got to have a business. And then you got to figure out how you want to structure your business. LLC, corporation. How do you want to set it up? What is a business? We're here on YouTube. This is a business. It is owned by, do you know the answer? If you said Google, you are correct. YouTube is owned by Google. Big business, right? Have you checked their stocks? My goodness, got to buy some. So you got to have a business before you can start building business credit. In order to start a business, you got to have a name that you want to start the business in. You've got to get articles of incorporation. Whether you go LLC or however you structure it, you'll get an EIN number. You've got to set up a business. Once you have set up your business, then the next step is, I wrote this down. Hold on, I'll put it in my phone here. Want to make sure you have everything that associates with a business. Business phone number. So when somebody call you, you don't say, hello? Who? Needs to be someone. Hello, welcome to Load Up Transportation. How can we help you? Business. Want to have a business fax? Now, fax machine in itself is old school, but now when people fax you, it'll actually come to your email. So you want to have a fax number. You certainly want to have an email address. You don't want to have an email like, I don't know. I'll use my company. Load Up Transportation or Kenny at Load Up. Kenny at, I don't know, Kenny AOL or Kenny Yahoo. You would want to have something like Kenny at loaduptransportation.com, right? Business email address. You want to have a website. You want to be listed so people can find you. You want to have a business Google page. We just talked about Google. So if someone Googles your company, they will be able to find you. I'm working on that actually for my trucking company. But if you go to my consulting company, it is listed in Google. Not only is it listed, it's listed as a 5-star company. You want to be set up with BBA, Better Business Association. I think that's what it's called, right? So people can find out about your business. Are you in good standings? A business. Set up a business. If you need help setting up your business, I can't help you. I'm just teasing. I didn't do it myself. I paid somebody to do it for me. I just felt like I would do it wrong and it would take forever. So I paid somebody. I used a company called CorpNet. CorpNet, spelled CORP net, N-E-T. I'm going to drop a link in the description to that company. I'll also put in their phone number so you can give them a call if you choose. You can reach out and ask them about pricing. I don't remember what they charged me, but that'll get you to the right people if you choose to have someone set it up for you. This is what I did, not telling you to do it. If you want to, the information is below. So what else you want to do? What else? What else am I missing? You want to also make sure your company has a social media footprint. What do I mean by that? Make sure your company has a business LinkedIn page. Make sure your company has a business Facebook page, a business IG, Instagram page, business Twitter account, etc., etc. You can link those to your website. So if they click on the symbol of LinkedIn, it'll automatically direct people to your LinkedIn account. Same thing for the other social media platforms. That's very important. Social media is, heck, we're on a form of social media, in my opinion, here on YouTube. So it's real important. that people are able to find you. Okay? What else? What else? I think that's pretty much it. So now you are in business. Congratulations. Once you start that business and you've got all your paperwork, you're going to need to take this paperwork to the bank to set up your bank account. You'll need your EIN number and all of that good stuff. So make sure you take that to the bank, whatever bank you choose. I personally prefer credit unions. It's easier to build a relationship with the credit union than it is a big bank, in my opinion. However, that being said, I didn't even use a credit union for my business account, but I'm telling you, right? I have a credit union, but I didn't use them for my business bank account. Here's why. I've got a 20 plus year relationship with one of the big banks. And so it actually worked in my favor with my situation. I'd been with the bank for so many years, and I've got so many other business accounts attached to the bank. So, but I still think the credit union is the best way to go. Got your business set up. You got your bank account set up. You've got your website. You've got your phone number, your fax number, your email. You're listed in Google and people can find you. And all right, man, you're in business now. So when creditors go check, they can see that you are in business. Okay, man, that's good. And they will check. Please believe they will check. They will check. What else? Now, how do you start building business credit? Let me first tell you this. It does not happen overnight. It is a process. I'm still in the process. You're going to start off with what they call Tier 1 Net 30 accounts. These accounts will report to the business consumer credit. I'm sorry, business credit, not consumer. Consumer, remember, is your personal consumer credit. Your social security number, it pulls up your FICO score through Experience, Equifax, and TransUnion. I think there's another one out there now, but those are the three big ones. Business is the opposite. It doesn't use your social security number. It uses your EIN number. That is your social security number for your business. Remember, your business is separate from you. So you want to start having things reported on that EIN number. Look at it this way. When you were 9 years old, I can't remember that far, but if you can, you always had a social security number, but there was nothing on that social security number. So let's just say you went at, I don't know, maybe 18 years old and you're ready to buy your first car. More than likely, someone had to co-sign, because when they pull your credit under that social security number, there's nothing there. It's a ghost. You don't have bad credit, but you don't have any credit established. So someone who is trying to give you credit, it's going to be tough because there's no payment history. There's nothing there. So that is the same scenario for your business. Remember that, because we're going to come back to that. Remember, you went to buy your first car. You don't have any credit established. Had to have a cosigner. That's going to work a little bit similar in business. We're going to get to that. So your EIN number is your social security number for your business. I hope I'm articulating that right. Hopefully that makes sense. So your EIN number is the business social security number. I always say there's Kenny, then there's load up transportation. Kenny has a social security number, obviously, and a credit score for my consumer credit, right? Totally separate from my business. Actually, my business credit is better than my personal credit. Made mistakes when I was younger with my personal credit. I've learned and got some wisdom, lost hair and all of that now. So I know a little bit more than what I did 20 years ago. So your business is totally separate, guys. You got to remember that. You do not take a business credit gas card and go put some gas in your personal car. They don't cross, at all. Remember that. They do not cross. So make sure your business is used for business purposes and business purposes only. When you're keeping your receipt, when you're getting with your financial advisor or your CPA, it'll make life easier, because they're going to ask business receipts, business. And if that's all you're doing with your business credit, you're going to be fine. But if if you're going a restaurant and buying something to eat, unless it's business, unless it's business. One of my companies, the consulting company, I have to travel. I'm in North Carolina and I have to travel, go visit clients. I have to take them out to eat. I'm trying to earn their business. So that's business. That's a business expense. You can write that off. Also, get you a, man, everybody should have a financial advisor, but what was I going to say? Get a CPA, unless you have that in your family or you know how to do it yourself. That's important. That'll help you with your Uncle Sam. Yeah. So now we've gotten all that understood. Now we start applying for business credit. And again, you want to go with tier 1 accounts. I've listed some of those accounts below. You can go to their website. You can sign up with them. They'll give you a net 30 account. No PG. What does that mean? No personal guarantee. No cosigner, because a PG is basically you co-signing for something for your business. So when I say PG, personal guarantee, that's what I'm talking about. So these accounts do not require a personal guarantee. So that means they don't require a personal credit check. You can get it solely in your EIN number, your business name. You're going to need all that other information, though. They're going to want to make sure you have a website, a business phone number, a business address that you set up your company with the state that you're in. Make sure all that matches up, so there won't be any red flags. And they will grant you a net 30 account. I recommend starting off with maybe some office supplies. Try Uline. Uline is really good. You can actually get your pallet jack from there. I know you can get straps and things like that, but you can also get office supplies. They will send you an invoice. You will have 30 days in which to pay that invoice. I would pay it early. If they give you 30, pay it in 15. They give you net 30, pay it in 15. When you get the invoice, pay it. They will report. You want to make sure they report. And the one I'm going to talk about and the ones I'm going to link in the description below, they all report. Who do they report to? Dun and Bradstreet. I'm going to link Dun and Bradstreet below so you can get a Dun's number. It's free. They will try to sell you something. If you need it, by all means, buy it. I didn't. You can get a free number. It take a while before they'll send it to you, but you can get it. So some creditors will report to DNB is what I call them, Dun and Bradstreet. You'll have a Dun's number. Some may not report them. They may want to report to Experience Commercial, Experience Business, basically. Equifax. Some will report to all three. You want them to report to all three, because when you're trying to get credit, one company may pull all of them. One company may pull one or the other. So you want to have a credit history with all three. You want to have a credit score. And it's called a PAYDEX score. It's not a FICO score like your consumer side. It's a FICO, it's a PAYDEX score. And 80 and above is good, right? If you got 100, you can probably go buy a house in your company's name. Literally, but we're a long way from that. Got to go through tier 1 first. So you got to have so many trade lines reporting. Once you maybe get, I think maybe 5, some may even say 10. Once you get 5, I think you can start to move on to tier 2. That's when you get to your fuel cards. Now you can try to get a fuel card in tier 1, but more than likely they're going to ask you to personal guarantee it and or a down payment. So it'll be a secured card. And that's cool because they still report. I know Shell will do that. So, what do they say now? Dropping, what's the lingo now? Sauce? I'm dropping sauce. Free sauce. So, there you go. That's how you start. And I'm going to put, because if I name all the accounts, we'll be here all day. So I'm going to put a description link to these particular companies that you can start a net 30 account with under your company, under your business name. That'll start generating a PAYDEX score. You can go to NAV and sign up with NAV. It charges. I forgot what the price is. They've got different packages. Why would you sign up with NAV? NAV can do a couple things. Number one, they have business credit cards, but they can let you know what your business credit is on all three platforms, right? So you will know where you stand. You'll also know who is reporting to your business credit. That's key. So you'll know when you've got 5 trade lines, 5, companies that's reporting. Now you'll know when it's time to go to tier number 2 and then tier number 3. When you get to tier 3, that's when you get into Business American Express and the Business Chases and all of that. Tier 1 first. And you start from there. See if I missed anything. I don't think I missed anything. So that's how you start building business credit. The second question was, how can I get my truck in my company's name? Well, it's not hard. Now, if you start your company this week and 2 weeks later you go and buy your truck, they're probably going to require a couple of things. Number one, your business is too new. There is no, you don't have a 2-year tax statement on your company. You don't have any business credit established. So you remember when I said when you were young, you got your Social Security card and you went to buy a car, you don't have any credit established, you need a what? Cosigner. So in this situation, a scenario, who's going to be the cosigner? Yep, it's going to be you. So you got to put your personal credit on the line to cosign for your business. It'll be in your business name, but you're going to be a personal guarantee for that account, or for that truck that you're going to buy. So if you want to do it from the beginning that way, that's what you're going to have to do. If you want to solely put it in your truck's name and your truck name only, I don't know if it's possible. I'm sure anything is possible with enough money down. But that's not what I did. So I actually got it in my company's name without a personal guarantee from me. My other business has a great paydex score. So when they saw that, they went ahead and approved me. But it was not just seeing that. They also saw money in the bank. They knew that I could pay for this truck whether I was successful in business or not with the trucking company. Does that make sense? They knew if I didn't pick up one load for the next year, there is enough money to pay for that truck. So therefore, there is no risk for them. And so at least they think. Money doesn't come with instructions. You could have $1 million and spend it by tomorrow, right? But anyway, I was able to do it. That's my situation. My scenario is going to be different from your scenario, but that's typically how it works. If you go in to buy your truck in your company's name and you don't have any business credit established, you have not been in business that long, they're going to require you to personal guarantee that loan on that truck. So you will have to sign for it. It'll be in your business name, but you will be the co-signer on it. And that's cool. Because it's going to be reporting. Ask and make sure they report. And so you're building business credit, and plus you got an asset now in your company. So that'll help, and your next piece of equipment will be solely in your company's name. Guys, this is my opinion. This is what I did. Maybe wrong. That's what I did. I hope this has helped. I don't want to be too long. So we talked about obviously getting your business set up first. We talked about making sure you have a business phone number, fax number, email address, social media footprint, Dunn's number with Dun and Bradstreet. Man, register with the Better Business Bureau, listed in Google. I think we covered everything. Man, I'm going to drop a link in the description to some of the Net 30 accounts you can sign up for today. It's a Saturday. If you're sitting around chilling this weekend at the house, go ahead and get it done. Knock it out. Remember I talked about in one of my videos, take some steps, but you got to have your company set up first. If you haven't done that, I'll also put a description down in a link in the description where you can contact the people that I use to get my articles of incorporation set up. If you want to go that route, some people do it themselves, and that's perfectly fine. The company again is called CorpNet. CORPNET. That's how it's spelled. Their link is below in the description. I've also put their phone number below. So hopefully that has helped. If you guys have any questions about business credit, email me or give me a call. We can go a little bit more. We can dive in. So some of these Net 30s will require you to maybe start off with a $99 annual fee. I'm not for sure which ones, but once you go to their website, you'll be able to figure that out. And once you get the account set up, you're going to need to buy something, even if it's some notebook paper. You're going to have to get some to start having them report. You can't buy them for $10 and want them to report. So you're going to have to maybe buy $100 worth of stuff. Hope it's helped, guys. Hopefully I wasn't rambling too much and all over the place. Business credit is really important. Credit is important. It is. You can actually get to a point where you can buy your house in your company's name. It is possible. This is where it starts before you can start getting to a line of credit. Credit card and line of credit, two different things, right? We know that. A line of credit, bank may say, here's $50,000. You have access to $50,000. Credit card, here's a credit card. You have a line of credit that you can swipe, and it's either due back all in full or it can be revolving and you can pay on it every month. Those are the differences. But in order to get a line of credit, you got to start with tier 1, tier 2, and work your way up. Hope it's helped. As always, if you have any questions, comments, email, give me a call. We'll figure it out. All right, my YouTube family, go out and enjoy your weekend. And thank you for watching. So hopefully if I've earned the right to ask you to subscribe, if you stuck through this whole video, 26 minutes and 19 seconds, let's subscribe. Remember, tough times don't last forever. Tough people always do. Money does not come with instructions. Be smart. Take care.